Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where we are now not exactly close to anything that resembles a river or a sea at the moment because we are down in Moria. And let us find out what we need to do here.
If we are to find Mithra and Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Welcome to Moria! You join us at a momentous time. I am the master of the expedition group here in Durin's Threshold. Other expedition groups have already moved further into the depths of Khazad-dûm, hoping to find Balin's expedition of some years ago and learn of their fate. My fellow dwarves are having a difficult time settling in, for a number of reasons. If you could assist them, I would be most grateful. Well, it might give me some idea how to settle in myself. So let's see what we got here. What's the trouble?
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
Oh there! You don't see anything, moving in my bed, do you? My sleep has been quite disturbed of late by the feeling of something crawling across my skin. I refuse to lay beneath those blankets again until I'm assured that there's nothing alive within them. Could you take a look for me? Alright, I will have a look at your bed here. Well, it was a bit of a warm cleaning, I could say.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
This is intolerable! Insects rustling around where I lay my head is quite unacceptable. It's not to be borne, I tell you. Where did those hideous little things come from? We have hardly been here a day, and already we're infested. I think now I shall need a thorough wash. Okay. Maybe a hammock will help? Never mind. Right, let's see. That takes care of our first quest within the deep delving. Now, let's see if there's anybody here else who could use some help. I believe there's somebody up here who needs a little work with something about weapon making. Maybe they need a good woodworker or something like that. This most definitely doesn't look like a woodworking station. Oh well. Hey, what's up?
If only the elves were not so stiff-necked, we might make a swift victory of this endeavor.
Ah, hello there. We're off to a rough start here, to be sure, but is that not an exciting time? Already we have excavated these most impressive forges. Would you like to help me to set up shop? Oh, be careful. The fires are hot. The dwarves of Moria knew what they were about when they built these. You want me to do forge work? Well, it'll give them a laugh, I guess. Let's see what we got here. I mean, considering what trouble it took us to get into this place in the first place, I guess giving them a bit of humor would be most useful, right? There we go. Because if they're expecting anything like good quality forge work, they'd be doing it themselves. Not giving it to a hobbit that has spent a great deal of time at sea. Ah, here we are. Now, did I miss something? I think I... Oh! There you are. Take this. Now let's see what I can do about this without getting myself burnt or anything like that. Okay, let's try this. Alright. Well, I didn't break the sword at least. I didn't cut myself at least. The hammer's intact at least. I didn't break the handle at least. Maybe I better quit while I'm ahead. One more just for the road. Then we can quit. Well, what do you think?
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
That's fine work. I can tell this forge is fortune warrior. The improvement is remarkable already. You can even make a woodworker look like a good metalsmith. Ah, yes. I forgot all about this person who needed help.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
Oh, those poor dwarves! They met their doom before they could feast their eyes upon the splendor of Moria. Our victory over the gate is bittersweet. I would like to honor the fallen Pine Sea. Perhaps you could plant a banner at their graves so that we all know and remember their bravery and sacrifice. Very well. Let us head out. Probably my last look at the sunshine for a while. As long as that ancient evil squid beaver isn't out and about at the moment, maybe it'll remember my sword and stay away from me. Now, what have we got here? I think he said that the cairns are off in this direction. I guess it's off in this direction by quite a bit. There we go. Ah, there it is. Right over here. A nice place to put the flag and the mounds of what little was left of them after the creature took them. There you go. Farewell. I would presume that burial at sea is not a tradition of the dwarves. In any case, I'm not exactly sure that it would be much of an honor to bury them in this lake. May they be remembered.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
That was a good deal, Pine Seed. Thank you for honoring my stalwart friends. I hope the rest well in the sight of the halls of their forefathers. Very well. Now. Ah, yes. All is done.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Thank you for all that you've done. We are certainly off to a better start here now. Okay. Whee!
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
You've done much for us, and now I'm sure that you're eager to press into the tunnels. To be thick-fist is at the top of the great stair just beyond, and I believe some dwarves under his supervision have already begun to press forward. All right, so let's speak to B. Hello there. Everything okay here, or do you need help with something?
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Ah, I'm glad that someone with some skill as a warrior has come. I'm afraid this tunnel quite unnerves me. Some doors have already gone forth under my supervision, but they have not yet returned. Uh-oh.
We can only hope that Durin's bane sleeps deeply.
Many of our expedition have pressed forward, for better or for worse, but two were supposed to return, and they haven't. Will you seek out Dagfiend Eve made for Shimelger just hours ago and has not yet returned. You can find him by pressing east from here, then turning north on your first opportunity. Okay. Go east then north.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria,
Uh,
I
fir-
know not.
First, if you happen to pass by the Chamber of Deep Thought while you search for my friends, would you mind investigating it? Such a place may hold many relics that would be invaluable to the dwarves. If anything catches your eye, feel free to investigate. Okie dokie. So, the Chamber of Deep Thought. We need to go that way for the other place, but let's check the Chamber of Deep Thought first. See a curious cocoon near the back of the chamber. Okay. A curious cocoon. Oh, I see a curious spider. No need, Spider Slayer. You killed a spider, and soon you'll be killing many more, I'm sure. Now, what about the other side? Oh, hold on. What's this? An axe. The axe is dwarf-made and looks to have been abandoned recently. Perhaps one of the dwarf expeditionaries has encountered trouble upon the road? You should search nearby for the owner of the axe. Okay? And we'll see if we can find anything. Oh, there's a goblin there. Charge! Goblin Slayer, of course.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
I'm a silly old fool for rushing in here without any help, but I thought this mad goblin was just up here by himself. Little did I know, the goblin is skilled at combat. He has spoken madness since then as a tribe lurking in the darkness. Some were near, led by a mysterious voice from the darkness. It is something that he fears greatly. Ah, don't worry about me. This leg is not as bad as it looks. Oh, go and let me know about the goblins and the boys. Those are far more troublesome than this nick of my leg. Okie dokie. Very well, I shall go and first of all finish my investigation of the other missing dwarf. Shimmeldry. I'm sorry. I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that. Admittedly, this is not the first place I would have thought of as a nice source of lumber. But I will take what I can get. Now. Ah, there is the dwarf who is... Anything up there? Nope. Let's speak with this dwarf.
These halls will be great once more.
Oh, you startled me. Oh, I'm sorry. Just can't stop hunting. There must be treasure in this room, stowed away somewhere. My father gave me a map of this place, passed down from the time when the Longbeards inhabited Moria, and there were notes of a great promise in this hall. I meant only to come in and explore, but, well, I can't walk away when there is hope of buried treasure, right? Will you help me to look? Okay. I suppose I can do some searching around for you. How about this place? This looks promising, right? Nothing. How about over here? Nothing. I don't know. This doesn't look as promising as he thinks. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay, nothing. Ah, how about this? Anything in here? Nothing. I mean, surely an old map from centuries ago of a place that had been infested by goblins for what, 1,000 years or something like that? I'm sure there can't be any inaccuracies in it whatsoever. Right? Surely if it says there's treasure here, there must be treasure here. I'm not convinced. Nothing useful around there, unless the treasure you're looking for is maybe some pieces of paper or some lumber.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
No! No! It can't be! I don't believe it! I've treasured this map all my life. I can't accept that it would lead me here only to find this hall empty. Right. No, my father's map was a treasure in itself. Oh well, I guess we should get out of here. I think some of your crew is missing half their rigging.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithro, I would not have come here.
That fool! Just because he treasured a map for a lifetime doesn't mean that the map was ever going to be accurate. Shimajers is likely as dry as a bone by now. I hope he returns soon to take some rest.
I'm not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
So all you found in the chamber of deep thought was a spider and nothing more? Well, that's dire news. I've never ever even heard of a great spider that can glow translucent. I hope that we don't discover any more of those things. Well, at least you have cleared the chamber of evil. I will look on the bright side. Perhaps we can begin to restore it now. Well, there's always that possibility. Let's see, do we get here? See, some polishing gloves. Wonderful. Right, nothing. Okay, well, whatever.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithro, I would not have come here.
As for what Combi says, I find that disturbing. A goblin tribe this close to the entrance bothers me. We can't safely reclaim Moria with such an impending threat. I am curious of the nature of this voice as well. We must do what we can to locate their camp. For while Moria contains many unsleeping things that disappear into the darkness, goblins are not one of them. Alright. So what do you do?
We can only hope that Durin's bane sleeps deeply.
According to Combi, the chieftain said to go through the broken well above the eastern stairs. We must see if this goblin tribe does, in fact, lurk in the shadows. I also want to know more about this voice the chieftain was so fearful of. Here, head to the east through the crack and locate the tribe. Alright. Let's go and see if we can find this tribe of goblins. I'm sure that they will be as annoying as any other group of goblins. Anything here? You have discovered the goblin encampment. A deep, gruff voice barks sharp orders. Okay, well, there is a voice. What's attached to that voice, of course, is an entirely different matter. Now, let's see. Anything else around here? Right. Ah, maybe there's somebody here who's been scouting the camp. Perhaps we can know more. Hello? Heard any voices around?
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
By Durin's beard, someone has come to help me. I was cut off from the rest of my group venturing forward through this area, and I found myself here.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I've been seeing a great deal of movement among the goblin messengers of this camp. I don't like that Snaga Malthun's nearness to Durin's threshold, nor the road of the Dolben View. They are watching all of our movements and running communications hither and thither. I fear that many doors using these roads here will lose their lives to this unhindered flow of malicious information. I am sure you wish to hasten eastwards, but if you could do me the favor as you pass through the camp, I'd appreciate it. Alright, in other words, kill those messengers. Yep. And?
If we are to find Mithril and Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Actually, why don't you kill their soldiers also so they can't go around killing our dwarves? Okay, that makes sense. And?
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Yes, it also seems that anyone who encounters the goblins and manages to escape finds their coin purses much lighter. In fact, my own coin purse is a bit lighter now. I would appreciate it if you can go in there and take back the goods that they've stolen from us. Alright, fine. Kill goblins, take coins, and make sure that the messengers don't ask any questions, right? Hey, you! Oh, and maybe some of them will drop pages for me. Oh, that's right. I still need plenty of pages. Hey, you have any pages on you? Who knows? I mean... Looks like it was handled by an ancient evil squid beaver. Oh well. Perhaps the squid beaver had these all over. So I'm gonna have to transcribe some of these in here because they're not exactly in shape for handling much. Well, I'll have to do that later. For the moment, let's deal with these. Oh. There you go. Meh. So let's see, I found 6 coins so far. I found another page. And I've killed many a goblin. Perfect. And as for you... well. Oh, I still need to kill a couple more of their soldiers? Alright, fine. Well, apparently he really wanted to sleep. Let's go and hide as far into the bed as possible. Forget about that crazy hobbit sticking pins all over the place. Oh there, I dealt with some of those goblins.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Oh, hello there. Did you fight your way through there? That's incredible. I'm here to offer assistance to the road to those who may be waylaid by goblins. It's nervous work indeed. Well, you're right about that.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Are you hurt any, though? No, I can see that you're not. But you seem to have hurt many of the goblins during your short stay in there, and I'll thank you for that. I'm here to assist travelers who may be hindered. Right, well, I'm not hindered here yet. Let's see. Ooh, it'll be less hindered with a new set of boots. There you go.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Well, look here. I'm always suspected that the goblins were thieves and worse. Thank you for bringing back these coins to the side of the dwarves. I'll make sure that these coins get back to their owners. Okay. What next?
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
If you ever wish to go further into Moria, you will want to follow the road towards the Dolphin View. Perhaps you'll encounter more dwarves along the way. Well, we will see. So, let's head off to the Dolphin View, which is where we'll be in the next episode of River and Sea.